Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Yamini and this video is a little bit different from my previous videos, and that's because I am on a 4-day vacation at New York City and Washington DC. And I have visited both these cities multiple times and they are always fun and special, so here I am again. So I hope this video reminds you to take a mental health break and travel if you can to gain perspective and inspiration. So with that, let's go! So we reached the Atlanta airport at around 6 a.m. in the morning, and this is how crowded it was. We somehow got through the security check and caught our flight in time, landed in New York and went straight to the New York subway. The New York subway is so similar to the Mumbai local, and I am from Mumbai, so I have traveled in local a lot. So sitting right there in the train felt so nostalgic for me. So once we got off the train, we were so hungry, we started looking for brunch places near the station, and we found this cute little coffee shop, and we got an avocado toast with greens and a breakfast sandwich, and of course a hot cup of black coffee that helps us feel more energetic and alive for our Broadway show. Our show was at 2 p.m. and this is how the Hayes Theatre looks from inside. I was really excited because this was my first live theatre experience. I haven't done this before, and what better city to watch a Broadway show than New York, right? And the show is based on a book called The Kite Runner, and I read this book back when I was in school, so I kind of forgot a lot of the plot twist in the story. So it was nice, very engaging, dramatic, emotional, like the book itself. So I highly recommend to watch this show if you are in New York. And after the show, we went to the Times Square. We've been here a lot of times, but New York trip is incomplete without being to the Times Square. So here's a video on how Times Square looked like on that day. It was fun as always. And there's this very interesting advertisement. It was creating this effect which I was personally amused by, so I thought I should capture this for you guys, and I hope you enjoyed it as well. And that's me. So after the long tiring day, we finally met with a friend in Brooklyn, and he took us to this Asian vegan restaurant called Wild Ginger. The food was amazing there, and we went to this ice cream shop. It was called the Malai. They specialize in Indian flavored ice cream. So I got the orange fennel and mango cream, and it was the best ice cream I've ever had. I so wish they were in Atlanta, but anyways, we went back to the hotel, got some sleep, and woke up like really late. We directly woke up for lunch actually. So googled places nearby. Again, we found this little shop, and we got this very greasy Alfredo pasta with some bread, which was okay, I guess it was average. And we went to get some Turkish coffee from another cafe nearby, and that was quite an experience. I enjoyed a new type of coffee. And after that, we did like a whole lot of nothing that afternoon. We were just strolling around somewhere in Brooklyn. It was near the port, so it was nice, breezy. And since you must be getting bored, I thought I should put some pictures from my previous trip where I did some actual touristy stuff. Like here I am on a boat to see the Statue of Liberty. This is the night view from the Brooklyn Bridge. So guys, there is this place called as Journal Square in New Jersey where you can find very authentic Indian food. It's also known as the Little India. And I think the best part was I actually found a poster of Modi ji there. So yeah, it is pretty much the place to go if you are craving Indian food or just the vibe of being in India. And finally, it's day 2, dinner time. We went back to the city in this restaurant called Rosa Mexicano. And this place is my personal favorite. They used to be in Atlanta some time ago, and unfortunately they closed. And I haven't had better nachos than this restaurant in any other place in United States. So I had decided that when I go back to New York, I want to have those nachos. So we did that, and then took some random pictures near the restaurant because they had some great decoration out there. So yeah, that's how we ended day 2. So day 3, we took an early morning train to Washington DC in Amtrak. It's my first time in Amtrak, and it was pretty nice, comfortable experience. 3.5 hours to Washington DC, and this is how the Union Station at Washington DC looks like. And the best part about Washington DC is they have some good architecture, buildings, and there's a lot of history here, not just American history, but the world's history, and they have so many memorials. So once we were out of the train station, we found this National Law Enforcement Memorial. Didn't spend a lot of time there because we were so hungry. We went straight to a nearby Thai restaurant, and I ordered some nice Thai iced tea along with rice and tofu curry. And we headed back to our hotel for some rest. And this is how our hotel room was in downtown Washington DC. A nice part of being a consultant is when you travel for your client site, you gather a lot of hotel points, which easily can get you free upgrades to executive suite, which I pretty much get on all my personal trips. And then after getting freshened up at the hotel, we walked to the Lincoln Memorial, and this is how it looks. There is a statue of Abraham Lincoln, who was the 16th president of the United States, and he's known for abolishing slavery in United States. And on the side walls, you can see the carved inscriptions of his second inaugural speech, and those words are really inspiring and motivating. So take your time to read these if you visit the Lincoln Memorial. And next up, we went to Washington Monument, which is straight down this very long paved road, and in between there was the World War II Memorial. And the World War II Memorial is a very nice, calm and serene place with these fountains, and there is a pillar for each of the states of the US. And that's me trying to take a nice picture but terribly failing at it, so we'll move on. We finally reached the Washington Monument area. It's a big green lawn. People were relaxing, playing, and that's me again. And that's how the Washington Monument looks like. It's literally a big pencil just pointing to the sky, if you ask me. And then we walked up to the White House. Obviously we couldn't go inside, but this is how close you can get. So we simply took a picture alongside the White House for the day, and then we went back to our hotel, which was in Chinatown. So there was this nice Chinese gate kind of thing, and then we had dinner and we went back to the hotel. And then day 4, we went to the Embassy Row. So this is like a long road with embassies of practically every country in the world over here. And we obviously started with our very own Indian embassy, which features a Mahatma Gandhi statue right outside it. And this is where I shot my outro as well, which you will see at the end of this video. And then the next embassy beside that was the Indonesia embassy. And very interestingly, there was a statue of Saraswati over there, which is also an Indian goddess, so it was pretty cool. And then I don't know, there was this statue. If anyone knows who this is, then please let me know in the comments below. And then we went through several other embassies, like this one is the South Korean embassy, and this is the leader of the Korean American Society. And then this is, I think, the United Arab Emirates flag. And then many other flags, like this was the flag of Yemen and many others. And this is the Mexico embassy. And then we took a quick lunch break at this place called Chico's. I ordered a nice cucumber and avocado salad, which was just very refreshing and filling enough for me to stay energetic for the rest of the day. So then we took a cab to the tidal basin, and this is the place where the Japanese gifted cherry blossoms to Americans, and there's a lake with all cherry blossom trees around it which turn pink and white during the springtime. It's a beautiful, nice place to walk by. We also sat for a minute there to take some rest, and then we reached the Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial. And for those of you who don't know who he is, he led a campaign for racial justice during the civil rights movement, and there are a lot of good quotes from his speech that are engraved on the walls, and it was just amazing to read all of them, very inspiring. And then right beside that one was the Franklin Roosevelt Memorial. This president led America through some really tough times, and he was a big proponent of freedom of speech, and he also led the country through World War II. And I think he liked nature a lot, so his memorial was very pretty and again calm, very relaxing. And then we walked up to the Thomas Jefferson Memorial. He was the third president of United States, and he was big on democracy. In fact, he was the author of the Declaration of Independence, and in the interiors of this monument you can see the pages of that declaration engraved, which was a delight to read through. And then we finally walked all the way up to the Capitol Hill, and this is how it looks from the backside. There is a water body and a park, and then we walked all the way around it so you can see the side view of this monument. And this is how it looks from the front view. And why is this building important? It's because the Senate and the House of Representatives all meet here to write the laws of the nation, and even the presidents are inaugurated here. So it's a pretty important place in Washington DC and the entire United States.
Alright guys, so that was my first travel vlog. If you like this format or if you have any suggestions for me, do let me know in the comments below. And if you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button for me. I will see you next week with another video. So until then, take care.